Hello, Pennsylvania. Hello, and welcome to our YouTube page. This is my first time trying to go live on YouTube, so welcome. Just have a couple quick announcements for everybody in Pennsylvania. So today is Monday, March 15th, and hopefully you saw in your inbox yesterday an email from PCIC about some upcoming ballot measures. You're going to be hearing a lot about this from us because it is extremely critical, and it is a great opportunity for us to regain our freedom and our say in government as citizens. These two ballot measures that we're concerned with, there will be three on the ballot May 18th, but the two that we're concerned with have to do with the emergency powers of our governor. And as we all know, the governor currently has extremely broad powers because of the way the emergency legislation is written here in Pennsylvania. So these two measures will amend our Pennsylvania Constitution to curtail the governor's power and bring the General Assembly into the process more early in a disaster declaration and with a greater say in what happens. So the first ballot measure would change the way the length of time a governor can declare a disaster declaration in Pennsylvania from the current 90 days down to 21 days. So that gives the General Assembly plenty of time to assess the situation, determine what is the best course of action regarding the whatever kind of emergency it might be. And then after 21 days, if there is still an emergency declaration necessary for whatever reason, then our General Assembly can continue that with a majority vote. Currently, the disaster declarations last for 90 days, and they are automatically renewed unless the governor does not renew it, chooses not to renew it. So we've been in a perpetual state of emergency for over a year now here in Pennsylvania. And our General Assembly has been extremely frustrated. They had bipartisan support to bring an end to the disaster declaration in the summer. However, without a supermajority, it was not honored. Which brings me to my second point. The next ballot measure will enable the General Assembly by majority vote to end a disaster declaration. So currently, this is what the law says. It says that the General Assembly can, by joint concurrent resolution, end a disaster declaration. However, when that happened in 2020, it was appealed by Governor Wolf and brought to the Supreme Court, where they ruled that no, a simple majority would not override the disaster declaration or bring an end to it, and that a supermajority was necessary. And so this ballot measure will actually just clarify the law as written, that the General Assembly, by majority vote, can bring an end to a disaster declaration by passing a joint resolution. That means the Senate and the House. So these are good bills for everyone in Pennsylvania, because we want to be represented by our local elected officials. We all have a state representative who represents our best interest in Harrisburg, and we have a senator who does the same thing in the Senate. And in order for them to be able to represent us, they need to be able to have a voice. And with the current restrictions on their capabilities under disaster declaration, they've been hampered and unable to do this. And so regardless of whether the governor were Democrat or Republican, it's not appropriate for any one person to have all of this kind of unbridled power for an indefinite amount of time. And so these ballot measures will protect the process of people's voice in the government, our constitutional republic as it is designed, and bring an appropriate balance of power back to our legislature, no matter whether there's a disaster or not. So we are urging everyone to get out and vote yes to these ballot measures. There is a website where you can go, which is PA Ballot 2021, and continue to get information. You can print and download and print flyers to hand out to your friends and family, coworkers, and everyone who understands the importance of people's representation in government, so that we can get things back on track the way that they were meant to be, by our founding fathers, by those who wrote the Pennsylvania Constitution, that the government here is supposed to be by the people, for the people, not over the people. All right, thanks. Stay tuned. Make sure if you did not get our email, sign up on our website for email alerts, and make sure they're getting to your inbox, not your spam box, by adding informed consent 2015 at Gmail as one of your contacts. All right, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.